So let's do this question. It's 2 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x equals 8 to the power of x. And what we need to do for this is solve for x. So here, the first thing we need to do is change all of them to the same base, which is base of 2. So I'm going to write this as 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 2x. And the 8 is 2 to the power of 3x. After this, I'm going to move everything to the right side. So I'm going to end up with 0 equals 2 to the power of 3x minus 2 to the power of 2x minus 2 to the power of x. And now we could write this as 2 to the power of x cubed, because that 3, we're just going to bring it outside, minus 2 to the power of x squared, because of that 2, and then minus 2 to the power of x. I'm going to let u equal 2 to the power of x, and then we could write this as u cubed minus u squared minus u. And at the same time, I know now I'm going to factor this by taking out u as the greatest common factor, and I'm going to get u squared minus u minus 1. Now from here, this u is factored out, so we have u equals 0, because since it's factored out, I know now u equals 0. But this equation here, the u squared minus u minus 1 equals 0. I'm going to use the quadratic formula. Since I cannot factor it, I'm just going to use the quadratic formula to solve it. So the quadratic formula, I'm just going to write that for you here. It's negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And you know this comes from the equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Now, if you compare this to this, now we could tell the a here is going to be 1, the b is going to be negative 1, and the c is also negative 1. Now I'm just going to take this up here. So, and I'm going to start plugging these values into my quadratic formula. So b is negative 1, and we have negative b, so negative and negative 1 will be just positive 1, plus or minus b squared, so just negative 1 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, and c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, and that's just 2 times 1, which gives me 1 plus or minus negative 1 squared is 1, and this is 4 times 1 times negative 1 is negative 4. So this becomes 1 plus 4, which is square root of 5 over 2. Therefore, if we can call this u1 equals 0, now u2 equals 1 minus root 5 over 2, and u3, the third value, would be 1 plus root 5 all over 2. Okay, so these are the 3 values for u that makes the expression 0. Now we're going to go back and sub in 2 to the power of x for u. So therefore, for u1, 2 to the power of x equals 0, and we have 2 to the power of x equals 1 minus root 5 over 2. And after that, we have 2 to the power of x equals 1 plus root 5 over 2. Now, as you know, we'll get no solution from here. And the reason is there's no power that exists when you go a number raised to that power will give you 0. There's nothing. And here I'm just going to solve this expression here, 1 minus root 5 divided by 2, and see what it equals. And this gives me 2 to the power of x equals negative 0.618. And that also we're gonna get no solution from here. So there's no number that when you raise it to an exponent, you end up with a negative number. Okay. And that's basically going back to the log rules. Okay, so basically, if I have 2 to the power of x equals negative 0.618, and I want to solve for x, I have to ln both sides. So when I ln 2 to the power of x, I get x ln 2 equals ln negative 0.618. And we know we could never ln a negative number. So that's why there's no solution. So that's basically where that came from. All right. Now we're left with the last one here, and hopefully you could get a solution out of that. So we have this. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to find out what this expression equal. 1 plus root 5 divided by 2. And that gives me 2 to the power of x equals 1.618. And to solve this expression, I have to ln both sides. So I'm going to go, when you ln this side, the x is going to drop, and you're going to get ln 2 equals ln 1.618. Now I divide both sides by ln 2, and I get x equals, and my final answer will be x equals 0.694 rounded to 3 decimals. So there's only one solution. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.